Welcome. I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll also find links for the products that I used. Just click those links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. You'll see where to find all of that at the end of this video, so don't worry about taking notes. It's time to put stamps, ink, and paper together. I'm using Humble Home. Very cute stamp set. And it has a coordinating punch. If you buy these together as a bundle, you'll save yourself some money. I'm also using Sketched Plaid and the Stylish Shapes dies. I'm using Early Espresso ink and Peach Pie. And my card base, I need an envelope, of course. My card base is Peach Pie. I have 2 pieces of pecan pie, one for the outside and one for the inside. These are 5 1/4 by 4, and I have a piece of basic beige that is 5 by 3 3/4. I have a piece of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. I was tempted to use that, but I don't think that color works. But I really like this. It's picking up some of this peach pie here. And I need a piece just for big enough for the house. I have already cut out some Early Espresso and Peach Pie. I use the Stylish Shapes dies for those. The Sketched Plaid stamp is really large. It fits in here, and I have used it. In fact, I made this card by just leaving the stamp here and inking it, putting it on a flat surface and inking it here and stamping by rubbing on here. You could also do the same thing by putting it on, maybe I have a plastic base, you could stick it on here. Anything really flat, you could put it on Stampin' Cut and Emboss plate. But I'm using my old stamp positioning tool. So if you have one of these, it works nicely. And so I find it easiest if you put, for this one, to put a stamp case or a ink pad underneath. Now I've left it full strength. You could stamp off if you wanted to. In fact, let me stamp off and see what it looks like. So I'm going to stamp off and then put my pecan pie here. And I'm kind of centering it on here if I want to preserve this pattern. But I can't put the magnet here because this is larger than my cardstock. And I don't know, might like that just fine. It's up to you whether you do full strength or not. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this piece on one of the ends. And these are the same length, so match the corners. I'm using some of the Peach Pie ribbon. I have a bow maker, and I want to have my bow go across here. So this is where I want the middle of it to be, here. So I'm going to just wrap it around here, and whichever one goes over the top goes through the goalposts and over the top, and just tie a knot. I want my bow to be here. Now this bow will not have the tails on it. If you want the tails on it, you can do that too. Actually, let me show you how to do it with the tails on it. If you want the tails of the bow, you're going to cut a piece just for the tails. And I am cutting that one at an angle. But I want this one straight so I can tell what's what when I'm done. Whichever one's on top, the cut end, you're going to go through the goalpost, over the top, and you can go ahead and tie the knot just like we did before. But before we finish tying the knot, we want to slip this in here. And if you need to have somebody hold it or use your third hand, you can do that. This piece can slide back and forth. So the squared end is going to go around the back. I find the Stampin' Seal is the best thing for ribbons. So put my bow where I want it. Wrap the short end around. Wrap the long end around, and I am kind of lining it up with the grid here. And I know this piece can move back and forth. Can I move it down to where I want it? Yeah. On the inside of the card, I'm going to stamp a heart in the peach pie. And then put that on this larger piece of pecan pie. And we just need to make our house. This stamp set has 2 basic houses, perfect for Christmas or Valentine's Day, but I'm using this brick house. Let me show you. You can either stamp directly with full strength, or you can stamp off, up to you. I find that the peach pie is pretty light when you stamp off. It has a separate roof stamp. If you put the bottom of the eaves even with this row of mortar, the first full row of mortar, it will make it easier to get the right positioning there. The door and the windows are the same stamp. I want to show you that on the punch, you can also punch out the windows. So you could stamp the windows in a different color and punch those out with the square. There's also a little, I think it's probably 1/8 of an inch circle, and you can make the doorknob with that. But I'm going to just leave it like that. And I don't want to put away my early espresso yet. I want to stamp my greeting in the very top left corner. I stamped welcome on this card. There's also from our house to yours, or thank you. Any of these will work. And so I think I'll do a thank you for this one. But I do want to put it in the very tip top left corner. So we'll go ahead and glue this on, or tape, stick that on there. dimensionals on the back of this. And we'll put this down here. We'll punch our house out. And again, if you target your roof line, I think it'll work best. So I'll put that down there. Very cute. What do you think? Do you think I should stamp off or not? Here is the web address where you'll find the free detailed directions and links for the products I used. I also offer lots of resources on my website. Click Shop to see the online exclusives, clearance items, my frequent shopper points, and the products I offer to make crafting more convenient. That includes a cardstock sampler for all the current Stampin' Up! Cardstock and samplers for the Stampin' Up! Cardstock going all the way back to 1997. Click Inspiration to scroll my projects. You'll find the directions and images all the way back to 2011. You may also want to check out the Basics button where I share about stamps, ink, and paper, card cutting, bases, and layers, and some of my favorite tools. Click Getting Organized to find lots of free resources like case inserts, labels for just about every product, catalog tabs, color tools, and much more. More organization means more time for crafting. Click Evernote Current Products to learn how you can share my Evernote notebooks. The Current Products Notebook allows you to search every item by name, number, type of product like stamps, designer series paper, tools, themes like birthday, friend, baby, masculine, and even individual words. I also share a notebook with retired products going back to about 2015, and there's lots more that are older than that. Click Stamp Together if you're in Ventura County and come stamp at my house. You can also join my team if you're anywhere in the United States. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and also to my website so you don't miss a thing. Thank you so very much for watching. Bye.